Previously. And now back to the video.
What's going on, guys? Kaiser's here, and welcome back to another episode of Persona 5 Royal. Now, in the last episode, we investigated Shido's palace. We found out that it is a cruise ship, and we need to get 5 letters from the VIPs in Shido's palace in order to get to the treasure. So, we are going to spend the next couple of episodes preparing ourselves to do a full run into Shido's palace. Yeah, we're gonna try to do it in one day, like go all the way to the end, so we need to prepare that, and by December 15th is the date I'm shooting for. We will be ready to infiltrate Shido's palace and take the treasure. So today we're going to be working on confidants and doing the usual stuff. So without further ado, I hope you guys are ready for today's video, and I hope you enjoy.
It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec, just hear me out.
No worries, Ryuji, what's up?
I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace.
Oh god.
We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Man, you knew this whole time, huh?
Oh yeah.
I want to avenge you, that's a no-brainer, but that's not it. If we let him run the country, the weak will be totally effed.
Oh,
Isn't it our duty to protect them?
Oh yeah, it is. Protect them until the end.
Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring?
Yeah?
Well, forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler.
Oh yeah. You good?
Hey, once we change Shido's heart...
Yeah?
No, never mind. Forget it.
Aw, Ryuji.
Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Thanks for listening to me. See ya.
He should have told us what was on his mind, damn it. I feel sad. Akechi is bae. My god.
Hey.
It's almost time. Were you able to sleep last night? I'm impressed. Whatever happens, you always manage to just shake it off. You're finally facing off against your arch enemy. I know you know this, but don't get impatient. But geez, it's been getting cold lately. We might freeze to death before we can change his heart. Let's look to see if we can find anything to help us get warm. A heater, huh? Oh, this is good. It's so warm.
Hey.
Once we take care of Shido. Yeah, what's up? Well... I was just thinking, this might be the last job for the Phantom Thieves. Why is that? Everyone's goals and ambitions, they're all linked to taking down Shido. That's how I feel. We all became Phantom Thieves for our own reasons. We weren't just playing around. Outside of the Phantom Thieves, you also have friends who've been helping you. They believe in you. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we only made it all this way because of them. There is no guarantees we'll make it out of this. See them as much as you can so you have no regrets. Yep. That's why we have to get our confidence as high as we can before the end. Akira, I'm with you all the way to the end. This upcoming battle is personal, so we'll do it your way. Now you can fight Shido on your terms. Yep, that's what kind of sucks. I know there's probably way better ways of getting confidence than what I'm doing right now.
Okay, quiet down.
Because there's some where we're not even like close to getting to the max. For like the afternoon ones, kind of like Oya, Chihaya, and all of them. But it just kind of sucks, and I'm hoping...
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now?
I'm just hoping that when, if we do get to the 3rd semester, we're able to hang out with them still, even though we haven't gotten them maxed, so we can, like, get them to the max in the 3rd semester. If not, that's gonna be kind of sad on my part. We should have planned better. But anyway...
I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
I mean, which Shujin student would come in here?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome.
Oh god. Kasumi!
What did I just say?
What are the chances?
Nah, still fine. Senpai?
Oh, she thought we were dead.
You're not like a stunt double or something, right?
Oh, Kasumi. the real me.
I don't know what's happening, but I really hope this isn't a dream.
Oh, Kasumi, it's okay.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you. I asked Futaba to do me a favor. And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
Oh, you two are amazing.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Aw, thanks, you two.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so happy.
Aw.
No one cares about my scheme.
We care.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No reason to stand around.
Aw.
I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all get caught up with each other.
That's so sweet.
So you're Yoshizawa-san, right? Well, what's up? It's a pleasure meeting you.
What's up?
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san.
Aw.
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual? Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back.
Yeah.
We are awfully grateful for that.
Yes, thank you.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out.
My question is, how did you know about
Not only that,
the
I
palace?
promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
Aw.
What a refined response. Are we really around the same age? You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
Yeah, how'd you know we were there?
That's...
I was wondering that too.
What are you scheming?
Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader.
Yeah.
But if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
Yeah.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry.
It's
I
okay.
was actually following you the entire time.
All the way through the palace?
Wait, we were tailed there?
What?
We definitely had no idea about that.
We didn't even see you. Where were you?
It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
Yeah. So you watched us fight Sai and everything else?
I've been considering for a while now.
Okay.
Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers like yours, Senpai.
Oh.
I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved. But I couldn't just stand back and do nothing.
Makes sense. Yeah, you did save us, so thank you.
Oh, it was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past.
It's okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you?
No, we got one more big shot to take down.
Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
Please, for the love of God, let her join us in Shido's palace, please. Please.
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower, but...
Please! I am thankful for her offer to help, but Shido is more dangerous than any of our previous targets. It'd be wisest to... No!
Senpai?
Are you fucking?
Well, you say that, but...
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else so far. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us. We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further. Moreover, you have something to do yourself, right?
Yeah, you gotta have a gymnastics meet or whatever that you have to focus on.
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return. But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what.
We will.
I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you...
Aww. okay.
I really do believe you.
Aww.
It's time I get going. I've got practice today, as usual.
Alrighty.
Well, be seeing you.
See you later, Kasumi. Alright. Now it begins. It is time to prepare ourselves for the biggest fight in the game. We gotta hang out with people as much as possible. Is there anybody we can hang out with? Let's see. We can level up with Haru, so we can do that. So let's head over there and see Haru. That'll be our first step. But first, let's quickly go to the airsoft shop and sell the little bit of treasure that we had from the palace, and then we'll go back. Alright, we're finally here. It actually took a while because we bought a bunch of stuff. Like, see how we only have 53,000 yen now? We bought a bunch of equipment for everybody for the palace. So now that we got the equipment, all we need to do is worry about our confidants. So let's hang out with the girl Haru. We got moonlight carrots, sun tomatoes, earth beans, and star onions. Oh, why don't we start working on some moonlight carrots? Those will be definitely helpful. There we go. Thank you. Harvest on November 29th. Okay. Thank you. And now that we got the plants,
Good day.
let's hang out.
Mmm.
Wow, Akira-kun, you're quite skilled. The soil here would be so healthy if you were here more often. Is that right? Honestly, I'm surprised that my gardening can be used to our work as the Phantom Thieves. This started as just a hobby, so it's amazing to see it transform into a more practical skill. Aw. There we go. Beyond this, I've actually begun raising plants on my own home. Coffee beans. Aw. We're planning to open a cafe, are we? Would you come if it was? Oh yeah, we'd love to go to your cafe. I mean, doesn't the idea of a boutique cafe sound lovely? Oh yeah, for sure. Anyway, I've recently discovered the joy in the taste and aroma of coffee. I used to think it was purely bitter, but now I understand the depth of its flavor. To tell you the truth, I wasn't even able to drink it before. What, you were forbidden to drink it? Ah, pardon me. I was just thinking back on the past. Can I share with you again? Yeah, what's up? As I mentioned before, I cannot bring myself to trust any of the employees at Akumura Foods. For as long as I can remember, the company has been run by my father. Being liked by him was always very important. Some employees would even come to ingratiate themselves to me. But since his passing, things have gotten unruly. Most evidently, people have started trying to use my influence as majority shareholder to oust other employees. They say they come to me out of respect, but I know they really just want to use me. I've heard so many rumors. Haru. The worst ones are about Takakura-san, the new president. They say he was thrilled to hear my father passed. There may be truth to that, though. He's been with the company for years, but he has only started being nice to me recently. He even offered to assist with me being assessed management. I fear he has an ulterior motive, though. He does kinda sound suspicious if he was thrilled. Yes, I can't help but wonder about him. He even went as far as to recommend I sell my shares the other day. He said I could make a fortune, but I realized that if I did so, he would be able to strike the Okumura name completely. Takakura-san must be scheming to take the company for himself. At least it's possible. Yeah, you might be wrong, but we just need to see what happens. I suppose, but I just can't tell. None of the advice I've gotten so far has been helpful either. Everyone only speaks out of their own self-interest.
Yes!
Thank you for today, though. I feel a little better after talking about this with you. Oh, and don't worry, I'll make sure I keep myself motivated even through these difficult times. Alrighty. Just don't stress yourself out, okay? Rank 2. Alright. More to go. I'm going to stay here a little while longer to check the drainage. I need to make sure these vegetables turn out as good as possible for the Phantom Thieves. Alrighty.
Goodbye!
I'll see you later. Yeah, we get so little time to hang out with Haru. I'm praying that we get her to rank 10 before we go into Shido's palace. I also just realized it's getting close to the end of the year, so wonder if we can hang out with the twins now. Hello there.
What are you gonna do today?
Yep, let's hang out with the
No.
twins instead. Castle of your own men. Oh, shoot, we're taking them to LeBlanc? Wow. Okay, sure.
Let's go, inmate.
Excellent, let's move out on the double.
Onward,
What
inmate.
kind of person could your master be? Well, lead the way so we may find out. Oh, damn, we're taking them to LeBlanc, dude. That's sick. Hey, welcome
you're
back. Wait, who are those kids? Are you the master of this place? Thank you for assisting the inmate with his rehabilitation. Inmate? Yes, it's all going as planned, in no small part due to your own efforts. We must express our gratitude for that. Sure. Hey, Akira, what kind of crowd are you running in with nowadays exactly? Yeah, a lot of stuff's happened, you wouldn't understand. Well, yeah, I suppose that's true, but how and where do you even meet these people? Well, take a seat. Have you already eaten? If not, I could bring out some curry for you. Curry? We haven't a clue what that is, but we will politely accept your offer. Here you go. What in the world is this? The rice is slowly being absorbed by this sludge.
Oh, man.
Sludge? Really? Wait, have you really never had this before? The scent isn't bad at all. In fact, it's rather appetizing. What are these poisonous-looking red chunks along the edge here? It's called... Oh, Jesus Christ. Fukujinzuke. Okay. Fukujin... What is it? It's optional flavoring for your curry. They call it that because of the 7 gods of fortune, the Shichi Fukujin. You chopped up a god to make this? So this is dyed with the blood of a god. What are these kids going on about? Believe us when we say you don't want to know. This man's a god killer. Now I see how he's able to reign the inmate. I have high hope for any dish prepared by a god slayer. Let us pay our proper respects and happily eat our sludge. Look, it's not sludge, alright? Wonder what they'll think of it. It's so spicy! My mouth's on fire!
Yes.
I agree. Nom. It makes it seem that I cannot stop myself. Are you fans? It's not bad. I think I could stand it to be a little sweeter, though. I must say, I do feel this curry sludge filling both my body and spirit to burst. Eating this every day would, no doubt, support your rehabilitation immensely. Be grateful to that God Slayer for sheltering you, inmate. If you were to cross him, he'd chop you up for his next garnish. I should get going. I have to get Futaba's dinner ready. If they want coffee, you know how to make it, okay? The shop's yours for the night. Alrighty. Coffee. I believe that was served at the slave camp as well. Alright, inmate, serve us coffee. You got it. Why is everything on the God Slayer's menu so murky? The smell not bad, though. More satisfying than we've previously experienced as well. And now for a test sip. It's gonna be bitter, she's gonna spit it out. Yep. Gah! It's bitter! Is this poison? That's just how it is. Shut up! It's bitter. I only call them like I taste them. What are you even doing, Caroline? I've heard of mysterious white additives that people use to reduce the awfulness of this inky abomination. Yeah, like coffee creamer? I demand those additives. Sounds like she's talking about milk and sugar. Yeah. Oh, this powder dissolves immediately, no matter how much I add. Almost a little more, and that perfect balance of black and white is almost there. It's gonna cut back to them at the table, and there's gonna be a mound of sugar in the coffee cup. Let me see. Oh, there's no more left. Oh, okay, you can see that Caroline's is like dark and hers is like more brownish. I don't believe that I quite reached a perfect harmony of black and white, but there is nothing that can be done now. Now for the test sip. Could it be too sweet or delicious? Ah, it's so sweet. There is an intriguing crunchy texture to it. Yeah, because you poured so much sugar into it. However, it does have its own unique appeal. Not only did we get to meet the inmate's master in this realm, but we also got to try some exotic food. And as for yourself, this assignment is now complete. Here is your reward. High counter. Hey. Now that I'm thinking about it, the inmate's shown us quite a number of different places, huh? Indeed, we've been able to see some unexpected sights to humans. This has been a very fulfilling experience for us. We're happy to hear that. We have no interest in such happiness, inmate, just rehabilitation. Although you do occasionally forget your station in your excitement, Caroline.
What?
Oh yeah? I could say the same for you. I know you asked our master if we could get a jellyfish tank for our room. Don't try to deny it. It appears we're out of time. We must be heading back now.
Hey!
Hey! Don't act like you could just drop the subject that easily. You're not getting out of this one. We are wardens, and this is our prisoner. Nothing more, nothing less. However, there is no denying the fact that the inmates' results have exceeded our expectations. For that alone, we would certainly be remiss to not express our appreciation.
Not bad for an
Yeah,
inmate.
that's high praise coming from us. Show your own appreciation for us, inmate. But this isn't the end of your special assignments. You better not give up on them now. Got it? Let us finish the Godslayer's meal before we leave. What were they called again? Kirby and coughing? Right. I believe you meant curdy and comfy. Yes. Oh, whatever. It's sludge on a plate and sludge in a cup. Now let's get to it. Oh, man. I think that's what we could do at night. Worry about getting those two finished with their, tasks or whatever. Let's hang out with Futaba. Because we've hung out with Haru, and Futaba, I think she's 6? Maybe 7? Okay, so if we hang out with her, it'll be a rank 6. Well, it's not too bad. Let's hang out with her. This is one of the promise lists I made with my mom. See, everything on here is marked off as being done. But it's kinda wrong. There was one promise I lied about doing, one promise I never actually finished. It was getting along with Kana-chan. Kana-chan? This all started back when I was still in elementary school. I used to get bullied pretty hard for how weird I was. The other kids always accused me of cheating because I'd get perfect scores on my tests. Then one time I turned in a test with nothing written down instead, but the school ended up yelling at my mom. My life at school was horrible. Sometimes during recess, I'd lock myself in the bathroom and cry. I didn't have a single friend. I was always alone. That's rough. But then a girl named Kana transferred to my school. She was absent a lot at first. Then when she was there, the other kids bullied her, like they did to me. But one day, she said something to me. Good morning. She started saying it every day from then on. Aww. How did you react to that? Well, to be honest, I completely ignored her the first few times. I thought the bullies had put her up to it. But without fail, she'd come over to me to say good morning. Then eventually, I decided to say it back. It felt like my heart was going to shatter into a million pieces. But apparently, she'd been saying it to me that whole time because she thought we could be friends. She was the first person who didn't mind how weird I was. Aw. I was so happy about making a friend that I told my mom. That's when she added something to my promise list. Getting along with Kana-chan. But I couldn't do it. Oh, why is that? One particularly windy morning, Kana-chan dropped her diary and the pages flew everywhere. I didn't really mean to look, but I ended up seeing everything she had written down. And once I see something, I can't forget it. It was all horrible. She wrote about how her parents hit her, how they made her take pictures in weird clothes. Ugh. Kana-chan's diary was full of stories like that. Then when I asked her about it, she got really defensive. I felt terrible, but she kept yelling at me for reading it. Well, to be fair, you didn't know any better. It's okay. Yeah, but I couldn't really tell her that. I just froze up. And then I ran. I ran and ran. I wanted her to stop yelling. I wanted to go back to how things were before. Kana-chan ended up moving away pretty soon after that. I haven't talked to her since. So I lied to my mom even after Kana-chan left. I would tell her we were best friends. Every month she'd write that promise on my list. And every month I'd lie about it. I wish I could apologize to Kana-chan somehow. I really want to say I'm sorry. Sorry for not helping her, though she was going through even worse stuff than I was. Sorry for reading her diary. Sorry for running away. I hate being such a coward, but I think I might be able to face my fears now that I made a promise settling Phantom Thief. Get along with Kana-chan. I'm going to do it for real this time. I didn't mean to tell you that. Not even Sojiro knows. This is so embarrassing. You have to help me now. Got it? Oh yeah, we got it. This is another part of our deal. Feels like Futaba is starting to depend on me. There we go. Active support. Moral support may now charge or recover SP. Hey!
Alright.
Thank you. Definitely need that.
Alright!
Well, I'm going to get on that right now. Time to go look up Kana-chan's deets. Oh, and sorry, I wasn't too hospitable today. That'll have to wait for next time.
Okay?
Now make like a cheetah and dash out of my room. Alrighty. Hey, we can hang out with Afumi. So let's quickly see if there's any more Velvet Room challenges or whatever, and then we'll hang out with Afumi.
Actually,
Well, my mother finally talked to me. She told me that most of my matches thus far had been fixed in my favor. She also admitted that she was the one who sold that story to the weekly magazine. I had no idea. I feel so ashamed. However, thinking back, I do recall some of my opponents making poor moves at odd times. I've always wanted I've always wanted people to recognize my shogi skills, but I suppose I never had any. I became so conceited as a result of all those fake victories. Why didn't my mother confess all of a sudden? It's as if she had a change of heart.
oh,
A change of heart? The Phantom Thieves? That can't be. Perhaps they eavesdropped on our conversation? Maybe. We're just glad that her heart changed. Yes. It was painful to hear the truth, but I'm glad that my mother had a change of heart. I've decided. I'm not going to lose. Lose what? Any more matches? Oh, sorry, I was referring to the exhibition match. I'm going through with it as planned. However, before that, I'm going to confess everything. Oh, jeez. I know I'll receive a lot of criticism, but I must ensure the truth is known. This next match will showcase my true talents. I don't know how it's going to go, but I hope you'll watch. As your teacher, I promise to put up a good fight so I don't embarrass myself. Aw. That's sweet. Rank 8. Only a couple more to go.
Alright.
I would be lying if I told you that I'm not scared. My kingdom is a house of cards. I'm not sure if I could withstand a true battle. However, I intend to fight with dignity to the very end, as a queen should. There's a new move I'd like to test out for the exhibition.
I look forward to
Will you
it.
stay for another game? Oh yeah. Please come at me with all you have.
I'll start.
That is, if you could get past the valiant knights who guard my Togo kingdom. Well, we can rank her up, but the only person that we can hang out with right now is Futaba. So let's hang out with her and get her a little bit of a boost, so that way the next time we'll hang out with her, it'll be a little rank up or whatever. There are figures everywhere you look. They're even more amazing in person. I can't believe how many there are. There's gotta be some super rares buried in there somewhere. Wanna go digging for them?
Really?
Ooh, you wouldn't mind? Then let us begin the expedition. One man's trash is another girl's treasure. Aw. Ah, time well spent. Couldn't find any super rares, but the real treasure is the fun we had alongst the... What?
For real?
Wait. What? How could I have been so blind right in front of our noses? It's... What is it? What did you find? This. They don't even make these anymore. I'll explain later. Never thought I'd find a treasure this good here. Akira, wait here. I'm gonna go buy this. What, you're not even gonna show us the figure?
Thanks for today.
Aw, man. I wanted to see what it was. Well, according to this, the only one we can rank up tonight is Chihaya. So why don't we go pay a visit to her? So I've been thinking a lot about our last meeting, and I wasn't completely honest with you. But I've decided I'm going to tell you everything about Fukari-san. Oh, is that your, chairman or whatever? As well as the real reason why I decided to leave my village. I already told you about how it was a small, traditional town tucked away in the mountains, right? Well, when I was young, I predicted a major earthquake. The villagers revered me as a messenger of God. But when I kept predicting disasters, they started blaming me for everything. They said I was cursed, a monster. So I locked myself away. People would still come by to throw stones through the windows, though. What the hell? Things went on like that for some time until one day an angry mob came and burned the house down. Holy shit! That's why I decided to come to Tokyo after graduating high school. I wanted to change my fate. I didn't know anyone, but I needed money, so I took the first job I could find at a small nightclub. I found myself surrounded by dangerous people, but that's when Fukari-san approached me. He's a psychic too, you know. He knew from a mere glance that I was a runaway who had just come to Tokyo. Then once I told him why I decided to leave my village, he immediately invited me to join up with the ADP. That's when he gave me the moniker of the Maiden of Relief. He told me that I possess a divine power to save others from misfortune, that I could become more than the monster people saw me as. I broke down the moment he said that. Deep down I knew all along that the Holy Stones didn't have any powers, but I thought I might be able to save people even though I was a monster, or perhaps because I was a monster. So the truth is, I was only ever selling those Holy Stones for my own personal benefit. I'm a terrible person, huh? No, we don't think you're a terrible person.
What?
What? My fortune said you're supposed to hate me. I never thought you would overturn even that fake Kurusu-san.
I've made up my mind.
You know what? I see now how wrong I was. I'm not going to keep turning a blind eye to injustice. I'm going to expose the chairman's fraudulent activities and wake the other members up to the truth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for listening to me today. If there's ever anything you need to talk about, I'd be glad to return the favor, Kurusu-san. It's a strong result from Chihaya. Special Fate reading provides a preview of all abilities for a confidant of your choice.
Alright.
Thank you. By getting your fate read, you can find out a confidant's future abilities that will then be viewable from the confidant menu. Okay, thank you for that. The ADP holds what they call seminars for believers, but it's really just brainwashing. That's why everyone thinks they'll be unhappy without a Holy Stone. Honestly, I don't hold any sway there, even though I'm the Maiden of Relief. Just who is the chairman? I don't know. Let me think it over some more. We can talk further next time.
Thank you.
Well, thank you again for today. Yeah, no worries. I just realized, looking at the time, it is 11:20, or November 28th. So tomorrow, we can go pay a visit to Haru and get ourselves the moonlit carrots that we created. And it also looks like we can hang out with her, so let's go approach Haru at the school gate. Help it out with some more gardening, huh? Soil is quite a mysterious thing. With its gentle care, even a tiny seed can awaken, spread its roots, and grow up towards the sun. It's almost like a mother. Perhaps that aspect is why I find this place so comforting. Aww.
To be honest...
You know, I only started taking care of these planters because one of my teachers asked me to. I was hesitant at first, but I liked it so much that I kept them long past the original request. I started mixing my own fertilizer, adjusting soil ratios. Now I raise these plants in complete secret. But, Akira-kun, I'm worried what the school might do if they found out about this. I'm sure it'll be okay. You're so dependable. In that case, can we be partners in crime? Oh yeah, of course we can. Honestly, Akira-kun, I really enjoy the time we spend together. It's so different from how I feel when I'm around him. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant my fiancé. I'm still shocked that you're with him. That reminds me, though, I wanted to ask your advice about him. This whole arrangement began with my father first introduced us around the winter of my second year in high school. I was told we were just meeting his friend for dinner, but then he said that my friend was to be my fiancé. It was surprising, but I suppose I had always known I would someday be married off for political gain. So I accepted, and that was the start of our relationship. Oh, but no relationship stuff happened, just to be clear. Anyway, I was never exactly fond of him to begin with, but now he has grown far worse. Recently he has been suggesting we go on an early honeymoon together to celebrate our coming marriage. I can't even stand to look at him though, let alone spend any actual prolonged time together. So, what can I say to decline his offer? Say that I do not want to go with you. Right, I suppose it would be best to simply be clear about it. As you know, my father passed away before he could fulfill his promise to rescind the marriage proposal. So, any conversation about putting a halt to the marriage will have to come from me. To tell the truth, I've already mentioned it to my fiancé. Oh god. But he refuses to listen to a single word I have to say. Apparently he's been telling the employees at Okumura Foods about the contract he made with my father, how the company would have to pay extreme reparations if he got called off for any reason. I just don't know how to handle this. I can't postpone while I'm still in high school, but after that? Thinking about it now, it seems my father's death has turned out to be quite favorable for my fiancée. After all, he's now engaged to the majority shareholder of a massive company. I suppose in the end, all he really cares about is his own personal gain. But that's not what a relationship is supposed to be built on. It should be something more. Something like a love so intense that just seeing the other person makes your chest tighten up.
I'm not so sure.
Have you ever experienced that? We have. Really? That's so romantic. I'm actually a little jealous of you and of the girl. Aw. But there's no spark like that with my fiancé. Spending time with him is almost like some kind of training.
Yes.
Still, any hardship I go through now will surely help the Phantom Thieves eventually. I'll get through this. I'm sure you will. That's an earnest resolve from Haru. Go 3. And now she can do a follow-up.
All right.
That a girl? Oh, it's getting late. I should probably get back to my gardening. Well, I think we'll be staying here a little while longer.
Goodbye.
See you later. Alrighty, Haru. Take care with your gardening. Guess we can hang out with Ifumi, because we need to get her to the max as quick as possible. Here we go. Now we're in Shinboko. Looking for a book that contains an analysis of a certain game of shogi. Must be ready for any opponent, no matter how strong. And to do that, I must study as much as I can. But look at all these books. It's not going to be an easy find. Yep, we can take our time.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. I have no intention of giving up easily. I'll do my best to look for it. It would make me happy if you could assist me. Of course we will. Rather than search blindly, we should study the shelves and come up with a strategy. First, let's get an idea of how books are arranged here. Is it by title or by author? Let's take a good look around the store to fully understand the layout. Yeah. I'd also like to find a book about shogi problems as well. I'll explain
I
while we
look
search.
forward to it.
Now then, if we approach this methodically? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say methodically. We'll find them. I appreciate your assistance. The clerk gave me a gift. It's quite a lovely ornament. Perhaps it would look nice in your room. On the king piece. Thank you.
Thank you
for the
very
gift.
much.
Alrighty. Before we do anything, it's time. We got our moonlit carrots that we gotta worry about. So let's head over to the school gate, grab those veggies, and then we'll decide on who to hang out with. There we go. They've grown so well. Nice. Thanks, Haru. I'm feeling confident about these ones. Treat them with care and respect, okay? 2 moonlight carrots. Thank you. Well, Haru is the one we need the most, so let's hang out with Haru again. Ah, we're in the buffet. Do you remember how I mentioned before about my newfound interest in coffee? Well, I've decided to start studying the topic more seriously by going out to places like this. I've been keeping it a secret from my fiancé, though. You see, just a single cup of the dark ivory coffee here costs roughly 6,000 yen. Wow! Must be amazing if it's that expensive.
Yes.
I've heard it is. Apparently the beans they use are exceedingly rare. At the very least, we should try it before passing judgment. Well, shall we order? I'll be paying for your cup as well. Aw? Are you sure? Yeah, we can pay for it. We don't have to let you do that. That's noble of you. But allow me to handle this. I invited you after all. Okay. I wonder how it will taste. Oh, here we go. Here's our coffee. There is a faint bitterness beneath the strangely mellow flavor. The coffee is clearly distinct from what Sojiro serves at LeBlanc.
This is...
It has a distinctly fragrant aroma paired with a mild flavor. This is undoubtedly delicious, yet I would barely consider it coffee. Apparently it's brewed using beans gathered from elephant dung. We can really taste the elephant.
I'm sorry.
I apologize for not disclosing that to you earlier. I just thought you might find it hard to enjoy if you had known ahead of time. I was supposed to hear it at first myself, but that was actually why I wanted to try it to begin with. Another rare type of coffee. Kopi Luwak is gathered from the feces of a small cat called a civet. Interestingly enough, the flavor differs depending on what animal it was originally consumed by. Speaking of cats, do you think Mona-chan will be able to? We can ask him, even though it's freaking gross. Perhaps it would become LeBlanc's new specialty drink. Oh, but we need Mona-chan for our operations, huh? We can't afford to make him eat beans all day. Coffee is so profound. Haru-chan? Hello there, stocky man. Who are you?
Huh?
Takakura-san? Oh, that's the one you were talking about earlier. What a strange place for us to meet. It's not often I see people your age at this luxurious buffet. And who is this? Oh, he's a friend from school. Akira-kun, this is Takakura-san, the new president of Akumura Foods. Nice to meet you, sir. By the way, it looks like we will be able to avoid litigation. We somehow settled on decent terms. You don't need to worry. Oh, and about your shares. You should consider letting the company hold on to them for the time being. I'm sure you have enough on your plate already, given everything that has happened to you.
No.
Well, I'm sorry to bring that up while you two are enjoying yourselves here. That aside, how are things going with Tsukimura-kun? You know, these days, you need to reserve a wedding hall almost a year in advance if you want a good one. Sometimes it worries me how laid back you are, Haru-chan. Right, we're in the process. Well, I should be heading back to the office now. Oh, but please allow me to pay for your drinks. No, that's quite alright. And, about the shares, I can handle them for now. I'm going to protect that which my father left for me. I understand. Please do try to reconsider, though. Well then, if you'll excuse me. That was a lie. There's no way I can handle the responsibilities I have to deal with right now. I mean, I'm just an inexperienced high schooler, but I can't leave the company in Takakura-san's hands. Hey, what did you think of him? Seems a little sketchy. Agreed. Apparently a few employees have been accusing him of being a dishonest, greedy villain, but then there are others who practically revere his efforts. Which side do I trust? Right now, the most prevalent rumor about Takakura-san is that he was pleased by my father's passing. I mean, he was certainly the person who stood to benefit the most from it. It's hard to deny that fact. But he says he's trying to rebuild our company image. I just can't tell if he's really meaning it. You know, sometimes I wonder what life would be if I didn't have money, if I was normal. Don't get me wrong, the company is definitely important, but it's often nothing more than a source of stress. With you guys, though, I feel like I actually belong. That's why I'm going to work extra hard to make sure my harvests turn out great. Aw. Thanks, Haru. Celeb talk. If a negotiation amidst a group of shadows fails, you can try again.
Alright.
Oh, so she can, like, do a huge group of shadows? Is that it? Oh, and as for that Tsukimura-san, that was my fiancé. He's been really showering me with presents lately. One might even left a bouquet of roses on my pillow. But he would have needed one of my servants to help him accomplish that, right? What a scary thought. Even worse, Takakura-san has been hurrying us to get married after what happened to my father. He claims it's because of the profit the marriage will bring to the company. But there has to be more than the situation, just that.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll look a little deeper into Takakura-san. Takakura. Okay, I'm trying to... I don't know if I'm saying it right or wrong, but it's just weird. Takakura-san. Perhaps he truly was pleased by my father's death. Maybe I should start by asking the employees who are trying too desperately to win my favor. Yep, just be careful. You haven't drank any more of your coffee, Akira-kun. Aren't you going to finish it? Yeah, sorry about that. Alrighty, bye-bye, Haru. Let's hang out with one more confidant before we end the episode. So let's just hang out with Chihaya right before we end the episode, and then we will go from there. So the chairman's pushing me as hard as ever to sell those fake stones. Oh god. I've been trying to use this as an opportunity to investigate into the ADP's seminar so I can expose him. But the deeper I dig, the scarier everything becomes. Jeez, how bad is it? The ADP apparently doesn't profit very much from sales of the holy stones. It's nothing more than a front. Most of their revenue actually comes from the seminars. They give their patrons some sort of mind-altering drug. What? After which they've encouraged to donate their life savings to the benefit of the ADP. People have been even gone missing after seminars. Families have been torn apart by this madness. And I was part of it all. By selling these fraudulent stones, I was in direct support of their horrible actions. I know this doesn't make up for what I've done, but I want to help the others come to their senses. Barely anyone within the ADP will talk to me though, and those who do won't actually hear me out. What should I do, Caruso-san? These people are all heading down a path toward great ruin. There has to be some way I can deal with the chairman. Right, I'll just have to admit to everything that's been going on, even if I get dragged down too. That's the only way. Nope. There is nothing you need to worry about. We'll take care of him. What's his full name? Oh, the chairman? It's Yuichi Fukurai, that's what it was. Why do you ask? You don't need to worry. Just know that everything will be taken care of. How strange, it seems the cards have changed somehow. My future is in the line with that of the trickster. What does that mean? Even so, my fate remains unchanged. I am destined to stay a monster. Need to take care of the chairman for Chihaya. Yup. That's another thing I just realized. We gotta try to get, what's it called?
Good night.
We need to see if we can get Sojiro, Iwai, and Oya to give us their request to go into Mementos. That way we can get their confidants maxed with them. And another thing, I'm just really hoping that we can do more confidant rank ups
How
after
about you?
Christmas and into the third semester. Because I really want to get those benefits or whatever from hanging out with people, and I'm going to be pretty upset if we can't. But yep, that's going to be the first episode of Prep. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say this might take up to maybe 2 or 3 more episodes. I'm not sure. I want to say 2 more episodes and then we'll be ready. So I think what we're going to do now is just keep working on our confidants, try to get those requests, and then after the 3rd day of prep, we'll head into Mementos, clear out those requests, and then we'll head into the palace to take Shido's heart. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and comment down below if you enjoyed. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way whenever I upload a video, you guys will be the first to know. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see y'all in the next episode. Peace!